More mini bags at home. He got. Oh, my whistle's crisp today.
Welcome to the You and Me Show, Our Life's Journey. I am one of your hosts, Bishop.
Airy. Hey guys. Hold on.
Hello.
In my intro.
Oh,
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's what are we doing on today's episode, guys? I don't know. I can't. It's not even a series. My intros are not curated to think of like a series, if that makes any sense. Like I can't like on today's episode we're gonna it's not.
I mean,
We
you could
flow on
promo.
We flow on here. It's not like a planned
So
thing.
we need topics. Today's topic is what's going on in the world.
As it is
Around the world in 30 minutes. Yeah. What's going on in the world? We'll deal with that today.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
What is going on in the world today?
Elon Musk passed Warren Buffett.
He did what?
He passed Warren Buffett.
Oh Lordy.
He earned $6 billion from some deal he had with Tesla. His electric cars,
Oh,
the
God.
stock went up. So
Well, I saw that. Well, I saw that stock went up, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
What? I was
So-
like, you were down so much. What happened? It happened like overnight. Weird.
and he's, I think he's queued to get another like $600 million or something like that.
So weird. I don't follow him on
I don't
Twitter,
either, but
but people retweet, like people what I follow retweet his stuff, and it's kind of funny because like the way he tweets is just so normal. I guess I don't know.
I mean, like a normal dude.
Yeah, he just sounds like a normal person. Like you would never guess if there was not a check mark or something next to his name, or like he just the way he talks is funny
Yeah.
to me. It's not articulate. It's not. It's just
I mean, I don't see what you talking about the check mark as an influencer.
Oh, the check mark as in like he's verified. Like he's
Oh,
you can tell
yeah.
he's a famous person. Like if that wasn't there, if you were just talking to Elon Musk, you wouldn't think he's like Elon Musk because he kind of just
Are you ramblers or something?
no.
Or he
It just says stuff.
he responds.
Yeah, and it's just like.
Okay.
Like if something happens, like what you just said, like he would tweet like "LOL," y'all see that, and it'd be like, okay, like what?
I mean,
It's funny to me because like he's not.
he's not what? It sounds like he's a normal person,
Yeah,
but aren't they all?
I mean they are normal people, but I'm just saying he doesn't
He
like.
ain't gotta say nothing profound.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't do that like other people that we would know of,
I mean, you would think he would say some things because he's supposed to be super smart.
and super powerful and just all this
I
stuff.
don't think he's that
just
smart.
yeah, like he's kind of he's just there.
Mm.
He's just a guy
Yeah.
with a title.
Yeah,
It's-
he's created some things.
Yeah, but
Oh,
other than
he's
that.
put some things out there. So,
him and
uh,
God, him and Kanye just it really took me
Tesla.
out.
There's something else. From my understanding, he bought some of the information that he's putting out there.
Oh, okay.
He didn't create it.
Bought some of the
He
information.
bought
That's so weird.
the
You can
stuff.
buy information.
and branded it.
That's so
He
weird.
didn't design it.
He
That's
is
just
literally
what I
an
heard.
entrepreneur.
Yeah. Can't take that away.
He's
from
not
him.
really an
Very
inventor.
good, very
He's
good.
just
That's
interesting.
him. Yeah. Elon Musk. And Warren Buffett gave $2 billion to a charity.
Oh, really?
That's,
Look at that.
So he's
Nice.
number
Good job.
6 now. I think Elon Musk's number 6 now. Billionaires,
Good job for giving back. You like that.
I'm pretty sure there was more to that.
I'm sure there was I'm sure.
tax write-off.
I'm sure if he didn't want, he probably didn't want to do it, but at least it happened.
I can say he didn't want to do it, but it's not like you give away $2 billion to make 10. That's not really
That's not
giving.
Yeah.
But
Weird.
Warren Buffett they say it's a regular dude too. So he still drives an old.
I don't know much about him.
Yeah, he's an old dude.
Okay.
Yeah. He still drives an old Honda.
Oh,
Eats the
that's
same
so
breakfast
cute.
every morning, and he's worth like $70 billion.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He's an old dude. People taken care of.
That's cute.
Other things in the news. Let's see. Top 10 world news today. Hong Kong protests. The world's first COVID vaccine.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is that?
Where is it? They've been testing it.
Okay. That was actually fast. I'm confused.
Yeah.
That was
They're
fast.
doing the human testing now
Oh,
for the vaccine.
that's awkward.
Yeah.
I have some world news for you, though. You probably like, what? TikTok.
Yeah. They're trying to get
TikTok
rich.
said the United States said we're gonna ban TikTok, and everyone said what? Why? And I said because China is spying on us, and they said so. I'm confused. But TikTok came back and said, hey, it's actually illegal for the United States government to ban us from here. So,
why? Why would it be
I
illegal?
forgot what
Because of
made
our
it.
laws?
I forgot what made it illegal. I think it's something to do with the company. Like the thing is, everyone was like, oh yeah, China's spying on us. That's why we gotta get rid of it. Whatever.
Yeah, it was TikTok and first it was WhatsApp.
Yeah, and they said that the server for like the server for like when China and the US are two different servers. So like China isn't actually spying on us, but they were still like, nope, we gotta get rid of it. The app went down a few days ago,
Oh, it did.
and everyone flipped out, and it was insane.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was insane. But then it turns out it was happening everywhere.
Oh, it was a worldwide.
Yeah, it was an international shutdown, and TikTok was like, "Oh, we fixed it. Don't worry, we're not leaving."
It was
but-
just timely that the statement was made.
Yes.
We're gonna kick them out, but
Yeah, but everybody was like, "Oh, it's funny because that's just for people bought the tickets to Trump's rally that didn't go. They were all kids from TikTok." And so everyone was like, okay, maybe that's a correlation. Maybe Trump wants to get rid of it because he's upset about what happened. And I was like, and that was one of those things where it was one of those things where I was like, I wouldn't be surprised, but I wouldn't be like, okay, that's not true because never that. But me just to push it back and be like, that's not true because I don't want to believe that. But at the same time, that does seem like something that could possibly happen. Based on everything that's happened in the past, I would not be surprised. We're gonna pretend like that statement just doesn't exist. He's not mad at TikTok kids for buying tickets to his rally and then not going.
I mean, but for Trump, it's all about getting reelected. Like this
Weird.
quote that's on what's this? This is all the part about world news. Excuse me. It said Trump bets reopening schools may win votes.
Are you? Well, not
He's
whenever.
betting on that.
Well, not when people start getting the virus again from people from being in school.
I guess he's looking at perhaps the masses over the few, because there's a lot of moving parts when it comes to schools. So some look at it as a business, some look at it as an educational institution, some look at it as a warehouse.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, this is a daycare.
Yeah, I mean, it's a daycare, it's a business, it's a cattle ranch.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things. So the masses.
He's interesting, but I'm gonna have to tell him no.
I mean, but we're talking about Trump. He doesn't look.
Hey,
at
you
this.
said we're talking about.
We're talking about Trump because he doesn't look at this as a educational institution.
Yeah.
He's a businessman.
He's a businessman.
So what makes money?
Opening schools.
Opening schools.
But then people are not gonna go.
Who's not gonna go?
I'm saying like.
Who's gonna? What percentage of the population is gonna choose not to send their kids to school?
You think you don't?
I'm just asking.
What do you think? What percent?
What percentage?
I mean, I don't have
If he says, okay,
I don't have like
schools have to be open.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that like. I'm saying as far as like virus things goes, like I'm saying the numbers are increasing.
I'm not talking about the fallout.
No, I'm saying
That's collateral damage.
I'm saying, but like I'm saying, the more people you send to school, the more cases are gonna go up. They can't go to school.
The more kids that go to school, the more cases go up.
Yeah, because those kids are gonna get sick.
What's the percentage of kids that contract the coronavirus? Still a small percentage.
Really? You think so? Children, you're saying it's
still a small percentage of kids that are actually contracting disease, the coronavirus. If schools open and then the school closes, it won't be because of the kids.
because the staff.
Because of the staff. It'll be the faculty that would have the school to close. Well, because.
But that's what I'm saying. Then kids just wouldn't go to school.
But I mean, I'm just saying that's not the reason. Like, okay, you're saying, okay, we don't want to open schools because we want to keep our kids safe. It's really not about the kids. That's about the adults. Now you have a small portion of kids that are susceptible because of their immune system.
Yeah.
But overall, it's not about the kids.
It's about people who work there.
Yeah, and even some of the kids that are testing positive for the coronavirus, that they tested positive coronavirus, now they're on the ventilator type thing. No, they tested positive coronavirus and they got like the common cold, they got the flu, they're sick.
Yeah. Or they have like.
But they're not.
Or they're asymptomatic.
Yeah, they just have it. They're still functioning.
Yeah.
But okay, they have the coronavirus, they've been tested positive. But the people that are at risk are the adults. But I mean, I've seen.
I'm saying that's how it spreads. That's how it spreads.
Kid has it, he brings it home, he gives it to these adults, and it continues to.
That's what I'm saying. That's how it spreads.
I understand.
And that is what we don't want. Everyone's gonna be like me. Everyone's gonna look at us stupid.
What are you doing to, meet the curve? If you have a lot of people who are asymptomatic about or carrying the coronavirus, and then you're not wearing your mask, you're not washing your hands, you're not using hand sanitizer, you're not using gloves, you're not doing what you can do to prevent the further spread to try to deal with this.
Yeah.
So it's which one do you do? Because
which one do you do?
Yeah, which one do you do? Do you not send them? I keep them at home and I try to homeschool. That's a small percentage. I'm just
not everybody has the resources to do that.
Exactly. That's
that
ain't even 25% of the population.
Or do you risk getting your child sick or getting other people sick?
Getting other people, continuing to let it spike until it's almost like you got a miracle vaccine. Vaccine comes out, they put it out there, everything goes back to normal. Then what? It doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop. That's still. I feel like less people would just get it.
Yeah. More people will get it and feel like, okay, I'll be all right because I'll get the vaccine.
Yeah, and I'm saying like if once you get the vaccine, then like you're not. And as long if it mutates, then okay, yeah, you're messed up. But like that whole, I think it would be less of a pandemic because less people would be getting it because people would you got the vaccine. You can't get it.
You can still get it. You just there is something in your mind that makes you feel safer.
Oh, you're talking about the psychological
effect.
Okay, that
People
makes sense.
let their guard down. Okay, there's a vaccine out there, so let me go on about my daily business. If I get it, before the vaccine becomes available, I can be cured because there's a vaccine.
Yeah, so people are going to be less
likely to block this,
to try to
that.
Protect themselves or other people because there's a vaccine.
I mean, you have to look at it. Just because there's a vaccine doesn't mean people don't get the measles, the mumps, chickenpox, flu.
Yeah, pretty much.
But they still live their lives carefree.
Because they could be cured.
But as far as the school, back to that, I was looking at it, trying to look at it from not to say Trump's perspective,
but
from
the
business perspective of why they're pushing to get it open. From teachers to the building to the school buses to school lunches to back to our good old people The dairy farmers.
I'm saying, but the thing is, I'm thinking like right now. Okay, if you want it to be open, why won't you take the precautions to do it? You know, but
Because then it's at that point to I provide the milk. I'm not concerned with who cleans this place or making sure there's soap dispensers or hand sanitizer. My thing is make sure y'all buy my milk.
Yeah.
I need my milk in these
So
schools.
I'm saying, like, I feel like they, not them, like the dairy farmers themselves, but I'm saying if you consider the dairy farmers, okay, they need their milk sold. Okay, we need to make it so lunches are
food.
I mean, you need to make it so that these lunches, like lunch, can operate, you know, at school, so we can pay these people and get this in. But they don't do that.
No,
and it doesn't make sense to me. If you want
because
the
now
economy to be open so bad,
they need to be more of a collective.
You need.
They're individualized. I'm an individual corporation, and my thing is to get my milk sold. I'm not gonna work with, you know, the sanitation crew to say make sure y'all got the proper amount of teachers in here. Y'all can get the kids in here safely. That's a collective mindset.
So I can sell my stuff.
So I can sell my stuff. Because to do that, one, I have to take a cut.
To your money?
Yeah. Because how else are you going to hire all these teachers?
How are you going to, like, help?
Yeah,
Like,
it would have to be a collector. Okay, I got all my vendors coming in together to get this stuff going. Now we need to take a cut across the board so we can hire
this many
more
people.
staff.
So then, I'm saying that
so your system can, so we can buy your milk.
So,
we can't buy it at $2.
Yeah.
We need to buy it at $1.50.
Interesting. See, I guess.
But you gotta think.
I guess that's just how humans operate. I guess that's a part of like the whole "it's every man for himself."
Yeah,
thing.
that's that.
Because
it's not the world. It's capitalism.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that. I don't know enough to use that word just yet, so I'm scared to go into that. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like if we did work as a collective group, things would be a lot smoother. But people want everything for themselves.
I'm being a little devil's advocate here. I like collective idea, but some when you go, if everybody started to be in collective, I can't go with everybody. If you go to everybody, you're socialism.
I mean, yeah.
Socialism doesn't work. Doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Not complete socialism.
No, I'm saying.
Because once you, complete
socialism, no. But I'm saying if you have a partial thing going with it, I feel like it could, it would help.
Socialism would turn into communism.
So where do you draw that line?
I mean, it's hard because it's all about people. All of this is still all about people.
Demo.
A concept is one thing. People is something different.
And then you combine it.
Yeah.
And it goes crazy.
Because people run things. People have to run things. So.
So weird.
But that's my spiel on that. Well, we're going to take a break because we just went over our 15 minutes. And we'll be right back.
Something that it's weird to me is that a lot of people in Lincoln, you know how you were like, I said, what is the blue, black, and white flag? Flag me, the police force thing, and it's what is it called? I don't remember what it's called. Just look it up.
Talking about the blue flag?
Yes, the American flag with the blue strip in the middle of it.
That's you talking about the country, or you talking about the police?
The police. It's a police flag.
Yeah.
It's a police state flag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was watching TikTok, and like, you know how like you know things, but like when you see them or when someone says it, you're like, oh, wait, that makes a lot of sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So someone said they were doing like this TikTok, and they said, okay, you want you're a Republican, okay, or conservative, whatever that thing over there is, and they were like, okay, you want a small government.
Mm-hmm. Small
government. And
less control.
Yes. And they were like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then they were like, wait, but I don't see what's wrong with having an extremely huge military force or extreme police force that controls everything.
Mm.
And they were like, that contradicts literally everything. And people who have police state flags is what made me think about that. Because
so you're saying a small government but a large military contradicts one another. They're different branches.
Except when you have let me read.
So I mean, you still have a small government that controls your large military.
But the
military, I think that's kind of.
But the military.
I ain't gonna say they don't relate.
But the military and like that type of thing that's still political, and that still has to do with government. Like a police state.
A police state.
A police state is something that's literally ran by a political police force.
Mm.
But you say you want a small government, but the police force is huge. If you had like a small town that was run by like 20 police officers, and that's your small government, like that I'm just saying.
I mean, small government is just small. When they say small government, they mean less control.
Yes.
For the government, not necessarily the number of people.
But a police state has that control, is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, they have the control. I guess you're saying
they have political power. They have control of what people do.
I mean, if it's enforced.
Yeah. If you have a police force that's not enforced, then okay, yeah, you still have a small government. But when you have like active force, then that's not a small government. That's a huge force of people controlling you. And depending on your privilege.
Oversight. I mean, but I'm just trying to. The whole concept is you have small government is reduced regulations, and you put it more on the individuals and the corporations to handle their things.
Yeah.
Versus I don't even want to go Democrat. The larger government, you have more governmental controls over who can do what.
Yeah. But I'm saying if you have a police state, then that's what that is. You have a large government that controls what people do or what you can and cannot do. And it kind of just like, wait, I'm confused.
I see what you're saying.
But I see where people.
Smaller government, almost, if you want to do the numbers, a small government, police state can be in either one of them.
I guess
you can have a large government.
If you have a small government and you have a.
But if you go on the Republican side, you want to say I got a smaller government. There's less the fear of that is you have less people to deal with to control this police state, because you have a police state and a large government.
Yeah.
So I got 10 people on this board, and we're a police state. So 10 people have to make a decision on how we're going to operate.
Yeah.
If it's a smaller government, I got a police state, and I ain't got one person that's controlling all this.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
But I think what it comes into play is that I don't think people. I don't know. I mean, maybe I have the misunderstanding. Maybe everybody has the misunderstanding. But like when you go and look up what a police state is, and you see people flying the flag, I'm like, I don't think you know what you're saying. If that makes sense.
I think they're flying the flag.
They're flying the flag because they want.
They're hanging behind the blue.
Yes, like the whole Blue Lives Matter thing. Like, okay, like we want to don't defund the police. That whole thing.
We're protecting ourselves.
Yes, but they don't know what. That's what the flag means to them, but that's not what the flag means. Is what I'm trying to say. It's like the what's it called, the Confederate flag. How people are like, oh, this is my heritage. No, that's a sign of hate. Actually, and you just don't. It's not clicking. It's not clicking.
It's more of a representation of hey.
Yeah, but this police flag is like, oh, I want a state that a police state that controls everything and basically makes it so we spy on our citizens. And I'm like, if you just want the police to not be defunded, I don't think you should be flying that because that's not what you want. That's not what. That's not what you actually want. And it's interesting. I mean, some might want that, but that's just because I don't know why you would want that, but
I feel like that's a sense of control.
Unless you are one of them.
Oh yeah, that's me.
If you want control of things.
Some people, yeah.
I think they have. I think they're confused.
And we're back to continue our Around the World in 30 minutes.
Yes.
And we were talking about control.
Yes.
Within, I don't know if this is around the world, but we're talking about police defunding
in police states,
in
because
police
I
states.
have recently come upon.
It actually falls in line with something I heard. I was
Stuff.
listening to a podcast. It's called Conspiracy Theory, something like that. I can't remember. And they was talking about how the different names are changing, but the different names of the whole New World Order, deep state, however you want to call it. There are different names for the concept of trying to control society.
Okay.
A one world government, the police state of mind, where there's a small group of people that orchestrate everything.
Yes.
So when you talk about control, just pretty much falls in that line. And what they were saying is the coronavirus, the Black Lives Matter, the riots, all this falls
Everything.
in line with trying to get order out of chaos.
That would kind of make sense. That makes sense.
And it's all being orchestrated to fall in line with the overall New World Order,
like what they're
deep blue
this
state.
this
Their
whole
their
this whole-
agenda.
yes.
This actually falls in line.
So you're saying there's a group of people out there who not like you said orchestrate or like kind of make things happen, fall into line at a certain time to do
Or when these things happen, it's almost like they take advantage of these
it.
things. Not to say, okay, hey, we're going to orchestrate making sure you kill this person, but
no.
the influence
Yeah.
of how things go makes sense to fall in line. And the one thing that they were pointing out was media.
Yeah, I was about to say, because now that I think about it, like, okay, like, what, like, oh, that sounds bad to say that. I don't want a conspiracy theory his death like that.
Ooh.
George Floyd. I shouldn't do that. That's
George
really
Floyd. Well,
Okay,
that's what they was talking about.
but
They
I'm
said
saying, like-
George Floyd's death was timely. It was tragic, but it was timely because his point was that, first of all, the media, all of the media that's out there, all your different outlets from TV to radio,
The newspaper.
the newspaper, all of this, all these different outlets are all owned by 6 different entities.
Okay.
These 6 different entities control all of the media.
Yeah.
So his thing, he was just talking, he said, now what's to stop these 6 entities that are ran by 6 people or
Yeah.
6 families, but
6.
still represented 6 people
Yeah.
getting together and saying, this is what we're going to push.
Yeah.
Because his point was, although George Floyd's death was horrible,
Yes.
his thing was, where was the outcry prior to this?
What do you mean? What was the outcry?
Why George Floyd?
What do you mean?
Why do you
Yeah,
have
please,
all
please
of this
continue.
this stuff going on? Why are you rioting? Why are you protesting? Because George Floyd got killed. There were other people that got killed, but you didn't get the media coverage
Yeah.
as George Floyd did.
Yes. And I think maybe it was just, I don't know if it was like the way that it happened or
There are
just
other
like,
people that
I'm
were
saying-
killed in worse manners.
Yeah. I
Uh,
can say that.
who was it? The little kid that was running away in South Carolina. He was running. The police shot him in the back, killed him.
Oh, yeah.
That's worse than, okay, you guys in that Eric Garner, New York. You choked him out
Yeah.
in broad daylight in front of people. There were other people
Yeah,
whose
yeah.
deaths were more atrocious than that.
So what made this one like the last straw type thing?
Because his point was, it wasn't that this was the last straw. It's just it was pushed. All the media outlets were showing this over and over and over. So
So
if
you're
I
saying
keep
that
showing you
so
something,
you're saying that it got covered.
it got covered.
Okay. Now
Mass coverage.
yeah. But can I ask, like, okay, say if that is the case, all of them push these companies, all right, these companies, the people who own the media
Mhm.
push this. What was their reason for doing it?
Create chaos.
Create chaos in order to
Order.
okay.
You get to we create a lot of chaos. How do I calm this chaos? Order. How do I get order? Your police state. your military.
Yeah. So you send people.
The more stuff you turn down, you burn up. I have to
You have to enforce.
I have to enforce it, because then it becomes to where, all right, I got all this stuff going in the streets and it's getting out of hand. Some is peaceful, some is not.
Yeah.
But then you have some people that's in the middle. I support your cause, but I'm not gonna be out there rioting.
Yeah.
Now I feel threatened. How do I solve this? Okay, we'll bring the police in. It's not enough police. Okay, let me bring in the National Guard.
Yeah.
It's not enough of them. I'm gonna bring it to the military. Once you bring in the military and you make it a military operation,
Yeah.
all the police, all the National Guard, it's out of the way. There's nothing you can do. You can't, it's like, once you open that can of worms, it's not over until we solve the whole situation.
Okay.
So once it's been militarized,
Yeah.
it's like a military zone until the war is over.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a war.
Exactly. It would be a war on the ground. That's why they very seldomly hate to go there. Dang, man, this just hit me. It's this movie. I can't. Under Siege. You need to watch that.
I have no idea.
It's a movie called Under Siege, is with, I think Denzel's in it and Bruce Willis is in it.